Abusia for me mo bibi akwa by the that so ya Dr. Ren any day mo aba but mo dey na share why. Na yen twetwe nkomo any day mo aba share the video. Let's have a conversation because abusimi we dem say I don't know. I'm saying somebody cause no dey akwa say afi we dey minim abusia oba but mo dey share video no. Na yen twetwe nkomo. Busumi dey minim o say hey. Bosumi we share last month na ye friend is saying abrantie ya omususu se oye abrantie oni se wa me here die ana eye bosumi nso eye fela ne eye MDK. Anyway, so won't information reaching us eye Dr. Ren eye politics headquarters and he say omakwachi eye fela Makafui. Ni nyina ne se omakwachi fela Makafui. Deɛ na fela Makafui waya ɛnti akɔkyere no mene wo ka sei deɛ pa na fela akɔya ɛnti akɔakɔkye no ɔmema menua ɛyɛ gi kanza akɔaba na abusua onya ba bɔmɔden ana share video no tentententen onya ba super na wa share video no na yakɔyɛ nim. Anyway, so information a yɛnsa aka ne kyerɛ sɛ yakɔkye ɛyɛ fela Makafui. And intimidating in Abetuja, the Kudienti Amakwa no, I mean, what's the real reason Tia Makwa Cochino in Medina Abetuja Ewahase? According to the story, no was a year fela Makafui arrested. Actress and entrepreneur a year Precious Fela Makafui has reportedly been arrested for sale of unregistered products to the public. Adwa Mwakwaba, just Wakoton with Nura, and yes, a Toma a year. Ghana for and intiminoka say dear yakwa kwachi a year fela Makafui. The dinga and the owo police and same owo abine and same. Hey, asemo my Ghana. It looks as if said this particular man today. I say me count because he Dr. Ren no pass I said Muslim way there. Yenianum ever for trend pa o. Busumi we dem say yenianum eye Voltarians no more trend pa o. Edi na ekoso a nti yenianum Voltarians busumi one more trend side. Di asem kra ni. Last month na sawa me here any a friend is abrantie bia. The sre ene ne nan nyina the same a friend is a way they say. You see, Busumi fufuro mu a yɛkɔkɔhwɛ a ɛnɛ Busumi fufuro no yɛnua fela Makafui na ne ho ayɛ dɛ aba asɛm wiase na ankasa no this life if you do good you do for yourself if you do bad you do for yourself. Anyway, information in so yɛnsa aka no kyerɛ sɛ ɛyɛ owura Hopeson Adorye nso why Oma granting a bail court are granting a bail of 20,000 Ghana cedis. And inti Hopeson so yeka say there or also ya granting a bail NA there eja on konkoda a police akachi bi. Inti the granting of bail no ye behena ye dia to just say a Hopeson Adorye granted bail charged with a publication of false news. Inti a vociferous member of the movement for change Hopeson Adorye, who was arrested after admitting to detonating dynamite in the Volta region during the 2016 elections to favor the New Patriotic Party, has been granted bail. The Mr. Adorye was granted bail on the Thursday, 23rd May, by the Dansoman District Court, set at 20,000 Ghana cedis, with two sureties, one of which must be justified. He was charged by the police. He was charged by the police for publication of false news. Sene Mekacho said, "Damparine, I mean, Chia Utuaba." Send me din kan catch on dampare any a year a friend say Kwame Sefa kan omo ye meeting Monday e kwan be fa so a omo de be chi a ye Hopeson Adorye and intina and they hunu say a police and the aba betu dwa se omachi a year a friend is saying a year Hopeson Adorye and according to a year police no omo chere say a year false a year information or the two dwa and intina a lead to the arrest no intimi no kase die a year the police Omo and a year a friend is saying the respondent no a friend is a Hopeson Adorye and a police no the applicant this matter a court case in Jaguar is the state versus a year Hopeson Adorye. The state need being a year represented by a year the Ghana Police Service and a woman no the manson den I just say the abetuja. And they are granting a bill. What you are saying? The hunter is being hunted. The hunter, Hopeson Adorye, today, he is being what? Hunted. The betweener for a year President Akufo-Addo is now being what? Chased. What you are saying? Aha. And the betweener no, with the president, a year Salis Memakwaba. Now, Odi betweener, Emma President a year Akufo-Addo, and the betweener no. Yeah, change. I do have from Poma. I do not to say me too catch. So Hopeson Adorye flew all the way to a USA. Umbakaya no say what chasey Chini Jonas. That time I had to face the country by and they or no ana wo chasey any Chini Jonas no or no they are buying a year change a tone in sa and wada a year selsa ama adiachi. Now this is very, very interesting. And I say it is interesting because, and I will say it to you, you see, and the watchman has been watched. Sometimes this world of politics, who support a political party, be now we when you say political party, no one support BMO, they will come after you. And I know this, so you should also know it. And they will NDC, or they will come after you. Our freedom fighters, yes, share you mediasi. Everybody thought they said we were NDC people. In Temra started Ebusa Joma, I'm a question. Come and see Kevin Taylor and the NDC. They came after us. If you do a year prostitute, if you do prostitute politics, that's what happened to you. I draw from Paul Madi or the Abano. And the interaction to buy between accept you. Facebook, you can just send a request, I'll accept you. Akufo-Addo has arrested his hitman for exposing him. The same person Akufo-Addo used as a betweener during a year his coconut oil affairs with Sewa Bruni, and also used to go after Sewa Bruni in an attempt to destroy evidence of their relationship. Yes, the politicians, Omusuban eye aboa a friend of chameleon. Omo dane. What you see? Aha. So today, for me, the enyame nwanwa say Akufo-Addo is going after a year Hopeson Adorye. I mean enyame nwanwa. Last week na me didn't come on Rainbow Radio so and Amba so. Me enyame nwanwa all because I know say Akufo-Addo is a vindictive leader. I know, say, Akufo-Addo is somebody who doesn't know how to forgive. And you see, the country Ghana, no, if you have a leader, only Bonifacha, a very, very, very serious. That is Akufo-Addo for you. What you see? And a Hopeson, Mame Fozua, Mame is saying, and a Hopeson Adorye, ye chasing, no. It clearly tells you that no one is safe when it comes to politics. The moment you start thinking straight, the politicians will come after you. What do you say? Energy can chameleon promises. The moment you make up your mind and say, oh, I used to belong to an MPP political party, I'm no more with them, they will come after you. And you would have shown a jai MPP. No. A move free MPP no more command what to because they know so the moment they speak, they will come after them. So when you are with a political party, you have to know this. Say, who free political party anymore? And sembia na what party be akawanutum nako. Because who could be one, they will come after you. Now, yanko the nitty-gritty of what Hopeson ekaye in a tiawa, but my friend nunsiwo, na menko Fela Makafui di enim. And a friend of Fela Makafui. I'll come back to a Hopeson di but my menko Fela Makafui di enim. The news out there, they say yache Fela Makafui. And the actress and entrepreneur Precious Fela Makafui has reportedly been arrested for sale of unregistered product to the public. You see, this is what many of us aya can't accept. Aya Ghana no Krobia. Yen. Let me say this: the country needs education. Ghana, Chrono, yehia education. I mean, and your education, I change na try yen kwatena classroom yen chire yade. Your formal and your informal education. What you say? It's a chinchine trying so be kwatena classroom yen chire yade. But the reason why I make us say we need education is that many Ghanaians are not aware their do's and don'ts. Tiem you a chrono ye tima ye diano. Ye kroma for no ye ti krom no kran ye nim our do's and don'ts. E wo kronim. And Yebeka said the law Beka said ignorance of the law is not an excuse. But here is a case we live in a country where majority of our people are ignorant. So what do? The best thing is that you educate them. You give them the information. You give them the knowledge. Knowledge simply means information about the things that Sana UK, Sana Germany, Sana France, and Kesia. What we say education. China for Shebiase, when the Chinese people wanted to do their revolution of the mindsets now, they gave the people education. And it is the Chinese government gave you education. My teachers for about dear will fear no out him. Yeah, man go for about to say Jehovah Witness for no more and somewhere a fact China chrono say free neck or enemy. Adia way and yet way say we and yes ye. Now, may come back see assem to say a chrono a timono. Bebrenwa nim. I'll give you an example. My mama was Fatu. And Fatu want to say, what they should the way a gun and need drive here, I will claim what a year zebra crossing cranwa, and so a day. Common sense, ever say when you see a zebra crossing sign, that's will be nature, and so we're there, breaky. Now, money paconia day. A day, a trap a quine, and I'm a that is zebra crossing sign. But Ghana for be drivers, but they don't even know the signs or where you're paying so. Enti krono ya timuno. Ye be just say, Obi a ye de wope. E fa na afa. Amfa. Amfa ne akoda sorry fie. Amfa ne de na musa. Ne ye tonwom arehonwom de hyehyehye hu kran. Meninamu obradu mi adu akire. Meninamu wo ne de namu saa wo kronim. So for me ne de me susu se enuoma bebre no ye jani too much. Ama ne say krono. Obi wa was sorry on a power by ya sebio wo kan sembia malafaka yesu oh or you celebrity ne ya boni dabaso ne de na betina TV so prime time no we discussing malafaka it the TV stations, the radio stations, just look at the content a free TV stations ever. Look at the content a free radio stations ever. And your content it does not even give us the needed information to reform ourselves as human beings. Now, look at your videos, sir. Your senior, Akabeneza mo, ene, a friend is saying, Leo when money a Jacomo. Look at the videos. Look at the videos now. Take your time and study the content of the videos. The content is all about money rituals. The content is all about smoking. The content is all about drinking. The content, no, say, oh, you near them. So, yet not senior and you may be a work. It tells you, say, we don't have leaders who are visionary men and thinkers that can say, this is the path we've chosen. Say, and that is very, very sad. A crobia a tumpon biano one a manual or di tumpon. A crobia. So we need more. Woman can't just say, let's read the manual. But woman she woman your behavior, every program is because they have a particular vision. Kwaya woman nam so maybe baby so do. And woman a friend is saying woman targets. In kind of simple terms, maybe use any a friend is saying words I can see to confuse some people. What you say? And a crobby a bit tumpon. And Soriano Pasu will tumpon keke. Or when she say, or when they need your or when the strength, the weakness, what building upon the weakness, the strength, no, making sure so maintaining and also expanding the strength. Maybe so say, or mind Ghana na etimono. Do you even know your constitution? Do you know your rights, your responsibilities as a citizen? And you better say, Obiti says a year friend is saying, Fela Makafui, or the Baba me ton way, is because media no anka oba na wo ye no. Ebe kire ne se maami ye, ekwan a wo fa so a wo ton aduro no, waje license, waje ho abodini, waje ho certificate, and wo dey ton sa aniyoma no ana. They don't teach anybody. They don't educate. Into a Soriano pa, osusu say, hey, se metumi ton na ye dia, mamentong. Sana krugana netia. Osusu se waton, na se ebeye ye pa dia, eso eden, eso waton, enti krono a etim no. NCC ifo a, omo Ghana sedi ende no, National Commission for Civic Education, for no more na esenka, omo making sure say they will be proactive to always drum home in our ears your do's, your don'ts, things about the civic education of the Ghanaian. No, yenchere, and you didn't nam krumo my Ghana nimsa. And to be had the tip bom, say be ye, obi had the tip fifim, say be ye. But who babroche no? And you may be anyhow. Anything that Ghana for be bring back room people complain because I had over and now what they will here, but when they will the system will tell you things that you have to do. That's why the system will come after you. Anything now about obitic abrochos, hey, abroche the mitia bills be because Ghana and what's the name for them? What's the name of fee? Into the bills be mano responsibility in you. But you become responsible. You become disciplined. You were Jimmy for Cranwa. Now to do good rough. The moment the system will tell you to follow. You perceive to say America, but we don't want to be disciplined. You perceive to say Great Britain, but we don't want to be disciplined. How can you become Great Britain when you don't want to sacrifice? How can you become China when you yourself know? And I think Baby, I do on my Ghana. It's very sad. And you must say at the tia pansa. And that is why you see everybody obi I the opeu. Abna mo akwaba. And that is why you see say a cromfo person be di because ajigon. And you say you was champagne ni bi tini baby no abon kro no abon sika kro no a. Oh, Charlie me sika me baba be di president. Who be say say sika no nye free us o. Na omo buy no ade no wan be sa wo omo. So who na ade no because onim so omo buy no ya comfort say wo no nti no. Say who be busa na de bu afu. These are the things. And then me see me baba president or my Ghana more. People have to question me. Your source of income. You say you are a doctor, you have doctorate. School ben now doctorate, no courses ben now. People have to question. I have to open myself to answer those questions. I don't need to be upset. You cannot choose and pick questions people should ask you. But because society now today everybody wants to become a leader. Today everybody is a celebrity. Celebrity. Do you know what the word celebrity means? We are celebrating people of wrong things that will not change the fortunes of the Ghanaian. And yet, the crew of my Ghana. Look, see, I'm not a saint, but I keep saying this. Me, there are some positions in Ghana I will not because I will not be good at all, but I will not try to go there. Because I know myself. I've got conscience. And if we want to change the status quo, we will not follow the same wrongdoings. Because you see a person then we have to understand say when you want to come to that particular stage then institutions must be disciplined, institutions must be proactive. People get paid. The job is not for free. People get paid. People are building bridges on a friend is saying thousands of what kilometers. People are doing things. People are going to the moon. People are making the impossible possible. What are we doing with all the creative minds God has given unto us? And today, Senka fela Makafui. Ne nwa nkoba asem a nka yembete sebio ya che no enam se enei oni ne kunu nya nsensem nti no amafo ka flat tummy no afa no obi ehunu nyansa se sa flat tummy no a eduro no a wo ton ne sa anema no ekwan ben so ne ebefa ehse yetwe ne be. We are always waiting for something to happen. To say Ghana police BBC ansana yakwa akwane nam ho. Intelligence report, they can't even gather from a National Bureau of Investigations. What are you investigating when you are being paid a salary? I'm making kind of story. Say actress and entrepreneur Precious Fela Makafui has reportedly been arrested for sale of unregistered product to the public. It tells you that there are a lot of unregistered product. By now, many Ghanaians are consuming it. Because sem Fela Makafui enye na ne ho asem oni ne kunu medical abeto abontin medical kan about ne flat tummy no ene saa nneoma no a enka saa nkofo wei a omo frɛ wo mo ho Pharmacy Council of Ghana na nko omo wei. Institutions must work because you guys get paid. UK, and your institutions are working. You may not get it 1,000,000%. They may not get it right, but the majority of times, no, they get it right. But yeah, we are so lazy. We sit down idle and say, oh, hey, trying to BBC, yeah, no. We cannot go forward if we have this same attitude where a pharmacy council is only sitting down. Now, nipakono samaba and sana ya gidi say no. Then we are jokers. Who person who yet to say China? Now person yet to say Sweden, Norway, those Scandinavian countries. You need to be proactive. And even the people who call themselves FDB, Food and Drugs Board, don't know their work, not checking anything that comes to the country. The whole country, is, you see, Ghana, if I want to describe Ghana, Ghana is an indisciplined country. The state in which we are, indisciplined. And so. So indiscipline. So I'm doing pempen so I walk. And going back, no, ding. And it to be MP or catch also, oh, it's so hard to do right in Ghana. Let me tell you something, and I'll tell you something today. Yeah? When I started this calling of third force, ideally, I'm a young guy. It would be easy for me to join NDC, join MPP, and also chop the money some. Ideally, it's easy for me. But my conscience told me, say, NDC is not the party I want to belong. MPP is not the party I want to belong, because I've been with NDC before. I've voted for NDC before. I've been with MPP before. I've voted for MPP before. And who said, no, look, the two are the same, but but the records are there. 40 good years in here. We've not seen anything tremendous that most of us can boast of. Na liar, tell me. So I decided that, instead of being part with A or B, look, I will call a third force where it will be a revolution of the mind for us to try and correct the wrongs and put pressure, whether it's NDC or MPP, so that by doing so, it will encourage a lot of people, even within their own political parties, to start speaking truth to them. Now, TME. Hey, Kwanzaa, Nana, come now. Now, TME. When I started the third force, there are people myself, I contacted them. I contacted Cheddar 3 years ago. Cheddar 2 years ago. So yeah, 2 years ago, Cheddar. And when I did my investigations, I was like, no, if I am talking about going for something that is right, I cannot go with Cheddar. And I dropped Cheddar. I contacted a lot of people. And they said, some people I had to travel and meet them 2 days, 3 days. Some by Papa Pania go in and out. Some people who are near Amsterdam, who are Papa Pania. Quietly, that's how I do my thing. Look, I sat with Dr. Oragusi Tano. Ask a friend and saying, Slim Basta. And a friend is saying, Okatichi Mensa. Anna Nana Jantwa. These were the team. And Captain Smart. Look, when I realized, I said, no, and Kofua, a person do a mobile. The best person would have been like, oh, Charlie, this young guy, Cheddar, will be the easiest way. Will be he's a nice guy. He's smart. He's intelligent. Somebody will say so, but we all have past. So if he has a past, why do you still want to dwell on the past? If I want to correct wrong, I will not go and bring a past which is still wrong and correct the right. I won't do it. And that is why you see this journey I see a lot of people. I sit down sometimes, I just laugh in my head. I say, Charlie, we'll get there. But I have to be consistent with my message. Simple. So when people were putting pressure, Dr. Ren, support cheddar. You see, the Bible says that so if I know something that is truthful, and I still say, because of pressures of men, I won't do it. That's not my character. You can call me any names you want. You can talk anyhow to me. No, I won't go there. It's not because of anything, but I know. Because we have gone through certain people, gone through the same system with some people, and today we are here today. If our institutions were not lazy, a lot of these people calling themselves politicians will be behind bars. I'm telling you. A lot of them. See, let me give you a story. Factual. You know the man called Barack Hussein Obama? Hussein Obama, the time the president of America, the leader for the Democrats, people sat down and said, no, let us not bring him this time. Let's wait for this person. Let's take our time. Let's study him. Let's groom him. Let's monitor him. His behavior, his character, his business-wise, other people. And later on, the share who said, no, at least if we present him to the people of America, it will not be difficult to sell him, At that particular moment, I wanted a barbon thing. Within the yes, we can speech nearby. Everybody was convinced. You know why? Because other men who thought of the future of America had done the homework about bringing a candidate who was fit for purpose. And you say, yes, my Ghana and ye pemam peninti, yemfa putushie gum biara kekeu. No. Because when we make a certain mistake again, our progress will delay. Today, Akufo-Addo has delayed our progress. Today, Akufo-Addo has delayed the progress of our nation. I have people say, Dr. So who should we bring? I say, look within. The people that you want to bring, they are with you, but you fail to see. You are going after what is glitters. You are going after glitters. What is glitters? I'm not saying if you're a rich man, you cannot be a president too. No. But look at the character, the human relationship of the person with people. All these things are factors you have to consider. It's not just yenko. Then you don't even understand the person you are saying yenko. I did this in 2012 for Akufo-Addo. I keep telling people that have followed me for years, I keep telling them, I've got marks to show. And most of our institutions, are corrupt. The institutional heads, most of them are corrupt. I didn't have come for Akufo-Addo. He's a rich man. You know the properties of Akufo-Addo. Sometimes the boy and person can because you can't. It's like we are bigging up the man, and the man these days we don't want to talk about him. Companies be brave, God and be brave. Akufo-Addo mabushia for na de buy. They know Ghana in and out. So if we want to correct the mistakes of the society, look, my dear, If it takes me years to wait, I'll wait. I use the Bible as a guide. When it comes to democracy, when it comes to politics, I read the Bible as a guide. I forget about schools. I couldn't Kelvin Mitchell, J. Rock Mitchell, Desmond Mitchell. Forget about schools. Knowledge. But I use the Bible as a guide because the Bible was a textbook to conscientize the minds of people, to rule them, to govern them, to lead them. If you make one mistake, now confirm Moses, you will suffer a journey of what? 40 days. You will suffer to 40 years. That is what Ghana did. So who should we go and vote for? Vote for third parties. Vote for third parties. Vote for other parties. Vote for them. Just vote for them. It's called a protest vote. It is called what? Protest vote. The moment the two political parties sees that, hey, the other smaller parties are getting more numbers, they will sit up. When we say protest, it's not always on the street and shouting, yeah, yo, yeah, yo. No. You can protest by voting for the smaller political parties. You say you love Kwame Nkrumah. Kwame Nkrumah has a political party, CPP. Vote for him. Yes, CPP will not win, but it's a protest vote. TME. And these are the things you need to understand. Because you see, system, yeah. Let me tell you something. If not because Ghanaians are fed up of cool. By this time, Akufo-Addo will not be the president of Ghana. I'm telling you. Come to nature. And yes, I'm going to know. And yes, I'm going to know. One time I was speaking to one army general, Ghana army general. By holidays, and we're having a conversation. He said, my son, it's not saying Obi into me to Obi. Obi to me to Obi. But we think about the people of Ghana. That's why sometimes certain things we don't do. We want you people yourself start educating yourself because some of us will go. They won't swear. There are a lot of things the Ghanaian youth can do. We are the government, too. Government, government is you and I. Government, so why must you sit down for some old man to take your property and come and buy properties in somebody's country? We need to disrupt the status quo. Shake it. Shake the foundation. If you don't shake the foundation, they don't care. Look, you see Burkina Faso kuwe. No. The army officers were shaking the foundation. Shaky, power. And Ibrahim, the head of state. But we have to shake the foundation. And Kiako election 2024, and they decided, so, okay, CPP, we are going to intentionally vote for CPP because we have seen, we've benefited from what Kwame Nkrumah did. So we want our leaders to understand that we want what Kwame Nkrumah did to be replicated now in our today's life. So we are going to vote massively for CPP. Let CPP even get 1 million votes. The conversations will change. I was speaking to one of our freedom fighters. And I'll catch him say, Doc, and easy. I'm so hard. Charlie Doc. She said, yeah. And why do you know? I don't have money. One can say I don't have money, but I said, "Dog, Charlie, see there. I am tight. I'm sure, sir. Again, I am tight." I said, "Look, Ora, I kofi afun. Asema okaini. I say, now people don't want to even support, but people are, when you call third force, Ghanaians will say, hey, we want third force. But some of us are doing the job that will take third force to disrupt the status quo. We are not getting even assistance. Ora kofi afun. Wasa East, independent candidate. I see, I don't hate cheddar, but let me tell you something. It's not about this kind of, hey, my people, I've heard you people go on demonstration. I'm outside. When I come, I'm coming to join you. I mean, funny too. You don't understand. You don't understand. Today, Omo call independent candidate. Bebre. Anybody I will call independent candidate, a sign for you to understand, say they don't want MPP, they don't want NDC. Because Afum was with MPP. It is easy for Afum to become MP or for MPP side. Easy. It's easy for Afum to align himself with NDC. Also, one year. Where are the people to even support the third force? Independent candidate, where are they? Nobody wants to support. Oka MPP ni NDC Boma. Almost 13 million, almost 14 million. The population of Ghana is 35 million. Oka these two political parties ni Boma. Omo political party me anyway. Oka omo Boma Omo numbers endorse. Me connect me MacBook. Oka two a year political parties in Boma. They have numbers. To win to become president in Ghana, if you want to win an election, you need a budget not less than $100 million US. You need that budget. Now, we don't have that money to win an election, but we can disrupt the status quo. Yes. Many can say, UK, about to next year, January. But the Prime Minister has called for an early election. Recently, I got to about council. Mayor, Abato. The party conservative, Elusu Poto. Over 500 seats, Omulusu Poto, UK. But the Prime Minister says still he wants to call for an early election. And no Jinansuo and Oma speech. A country many are bringing on. Only gold, only diamond, only bauxite, only manganese. But everywhere in the world you mention their name. You think it's a joke? Everywhere in the world, when he talks, you keep quiet. Almost population, almost 200 million. So why are they powerful like that? Why are they strong like that? Your presidents always wish to be here. From January to this May, Mahama Bakruma more than 5 times. Maybe say, yes, will be say. I've seen him several times at the airport. January to May, Akufo-Addo Abakroma incognito with the jet. 4 hours, 30 minutes. We will do UK. Our guys, 6 hours, they do UK. And we a passenger flight. Now, this 6 hours, they do. We have no levels. Yes. You baby or one call for fa. Baby or one young call for beyond the fa. Wabakrum has Obano Bessan Hoyare, Obano Bessan Hoyare. Timmy.
So these are the things you need to understand. I see, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to bore you much. I will end here. I've got visitors. Hey, Mike, how is my daughter doing?